Every once in a while, a story emerges that defies logic, a story so extraordinary that it inspires millions. This is one of those stories. From a young boy in Athens selling trinkets on the streets to one of the most dominant forces in basketball history, this is the rise of the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Humble beginnings. Let's go back to 1994. Giannis was born in Athens, Greece, to Nigerian immigrants. Life was anything but easy. His family lived in poverty, struggling to make ends meet. As undocumented immigrants, opportunities were scarce, but their determination was boundless. Giannis, along with his brothers, would spend hours walking the streets of Sepolia, selling watches, sunglasses, and small items just to put food on the table. While his peers dreamed of toys and vacations, Giannis's dreams were simple: to provide for his family, discovering basketball. But amidst the daily grind, a passion began to bloom. At 13, Giannis picked up a basketball for the first time. It wasn't love at first sight, no. It was survival at first dribble. He wasn't the most skilled nor the tallest at the time. But what set him apart? His work ethic. Coaches began to notice a spark in this shy, lanky boy. He wasn't just playing for fun, he was playing for a future, for a way out. Under the guidance of Spiros Veliniadis, his first coach, Giannis started training relentlessly. Early mornings, late nights, every free moment was spent on the court, dreaming of a life far beyond the confines of his neighborhood, the struggles of an immigrant family. But success didn't come easy. The Antetokounmpo family faced countless challenges. With no citizenship in Greece or Nigeria, they lived in a state of limbo. Even as Giannis's basketball talent began to shine, his family struggled to keep a roof over their heads. There were times when Giannis would go to practice on an empty stomach. There were times when he and his brother Thanasis shared the same pair of basketball shoes, taking turns on the court. But through it all, Giannis had one thing: his family. Their love, support, and resilience became his driving force. 2013, the NBA draft. Giannis's hard work paid off as he was selected 15th overall by the Milwaukee Bucks. For most players, the draft is a celebration. For Giannis, it was a lifeline, the start of a journey that would change his family's life forever. But the odds were stacked against him. Giannis was still a raw, unpolished talent. People doubted his potential. Critics called him too skinny, too inexperienced, and not NBA ready. But Giannis, he wasn't fazed. He arrived in America with a duffel bag, a dream, and the mindset of a warrior. While others doubted him, Giannis doubled down on his training, transforming himself into a force the NBA had never seen before, becoming the Greek freak. In just a few years, Giannis went from a bench warmer to the centerpiece of the Milwaukee Bucks. His transformation was nothing short of phenomenal. At 6'11", with the wingspan of a giant and the speed of a guard, Giannis earned the nickname that perfectly captured his essence: the Greek freak. His game was electrifying: coast-to-coast dunks, breathtaking blocks, and jaw-dropping passes. Night after night, he proved that he wasn't just a player, he was a phenomenon. But what made him truly special wasn't just his physicality, it was his mindset. Every game, every practice, Giannis gave his all. His motto was simple: no shortcuts, no excuses, MVP and beyond. In 2019 and 2020, Giannis achieved what many players only dream of: back-to-back MVP titles. But for Giannis, individual awards were never the goal. He wanted one thing: a championship. And in 2021, he did the unthinkable. Leading the Milwaukee Bucks to their first NBA title in 50 years, Giannis delivered a historic performance in Game 6 of the Finals, scoring 50 points to secure the win. It wasn't just a victory for the Bucks. It was a victory for every underdog, every dreamer, every kid who dared to believe that hard work could change their life. Legacy and inspiration. Today, Giannis is more than an athlete. He's a symbol of perseverance, a global icon, and a role model for millions. From Athens to Nigeria, from Milwaukee to the world, his journey has inspired a generation. He's proof that it doesn't matter where you start, it matters how you finish. And Giannis, he's not done yet. So, when you hear the name Greek Freak, remember this isn't just about basketball. It's about heart, hustle, and the unbreakable belief that dreams can come true. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the rise of Giannis Antetokounmpo, the rise of the Greek Freak.